Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. My name is Bear over at McLean's RV in Corinth, Texas, and today, behind me, we have KZ Connect's 2021 231 BHK. This is part of the SE edition, which is their select side. We're going to start on the outside. I'm going to walk around and show you some of the cool features that KZ has thrown in this particular camper, and then we'll move to the inside. From the outside, you can see you do have a power tongue jack. At this price point, it's fantastic to have. You don't have to do the manual crank. You've got two 20-pound propanes, and the battery box will sit right behind the propane tanks. Nice thing on KZ, it's kind of hard to see from this angle. I'll come around over here. You do have a battery disconnect, so if you are putting your batteries and putting your camper into storage, you can just flip that, turn it to the red position, and save your batteries while you're leaving it in storage. One really big speaking feature of KZ's 2021 models was the addition of the front glass. It's automotive-like glass, and it's above the rock guard, so it's going to give you a lot of open feeling. You'll see it when we go inside, but the nice thing is it's automotive glass and above your rock guard, so it's not something that you really have to worry about in adverse weather, storms, or if you're trialing on something with a little bit more gravel or rocks. Now, coming on the outside, one thing to notice, this is going to be a Murphy bed floor plan, so you do have your full pass-through here, fully accessible. I always recommend that folks travel with the bed in the down position to give you that full space. You've got your tank fills, and then in addition to your pass-through, they have given you an extra little hideaway cubby back here on the rear of your slide. Fantastic for just a little bit more storage, and it is one of those slam latches, really easy to close. Now coming back, you do have your dump station. Both black and gray are going to come out of the same place. Makes it super easy for dumping, and most importantly, it does have the black tank flush. I wouldn't buy an RV without that. Basically what this is going to do allows you to attach a hose to it and flush out any of those extra pieces of debris stuck when you're doing your black tank dump. On the outside, you can also see in the rear, you have cable and satellite inlets right here. So if you're at a campsite that does provide those, you can just hook right up and it's going to go straight to your TVs inside. Does come with a spare tire, and you've got your water heater back here on the rear. It is also prepped for a backup camera. Really simple install. We do that here at McLean's. It is an additional price, but it's worth the value. They like to call backup cameras the relationship savers. Moving on to the front side, one big focal feature on bunkhouses. Right below the bunks on the outside section, you are able to fit an outdoor kitchen. Now, some models are only going to come with a tube top burner. KZ has upgraded you. You got your Suburban Griddle. This is perfect for if you're going to cook something a little bit smelly, you don't want to be inside. It goes straight with a quick connect to your propane line from up front. Easy to use, you don't have to disturb each other. Easy to store, you just flip it off, throw it down under itself, and you slide her in. Really easy, locks right in. You also have a mini fridge. Whether you're on the road and you just want to grab a drink, a snack, or you're at your campsite and you want to entertain outdoors, this is a fantastic way to do it. And again, really easy close. It is a fiberglass body, and as you can see, I'm standing under our awning here. It does have an LED strip lighting all the way across the exterior of the camper, as well as your marine grade speakers. You have speakers working inside or outside, so whether you want to entertain out here, if it's colder or adverse weather, you can go on into the camper. Last but not least, on the exterior, you do have the solid steps. One nice thing about KZ, it's not those floating aluminum steps. These are solid, so whether you have some older campers, someone who's a little less mobile, this is going to be perfect to give you that sturdy foundation when you're getting in and out of the camper with the extended bar. And also, KZ, one of the few, if not the only brand that I know of, is going to have a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, where most may have one and then extended options otherwise. KZ on their Connects are going to give you a full 2 years. Now, you also will see on here by the door, it does have a climate package. KZ's climate package does mean that the underbelly is going to be heated, insulated, and it's going to be fully enclosed. There's different levels of climate packages. That's a fantastic one and great to know. Besides that, you're looking at a camper that, even though it's a 23-foot box model, you're looking at about 28 feet in total length, it's only 5,300 pounds. That dry weight means it's attractive for not just half tons, but there are some Suburbans and smaller vehicles that can pull this as well. Always check your towing capacity, but this camper, if you're looking for something that can sleep more than 4 people, 5, 6 total, and a small body, this is probably going to be the one for you. Now just wait, let's check on what's inside. Alright, so now that we're inside, we're going to start right by the door. Here on KZ's, you can see that you do have your main monitor panel. That's both for tank leveling, your light controls, awning and slide, all in one place. But one nice thing to check, it does have Lippert's One Connect control. So that means there's an app that you can get on your phone if you want to control these from your phone. As long as you're Bluetooth and close enough to the camper, you can do that. Really convenient for when you're trying to take care of things and you're kind of on the go, in and outside. This is going to be a nice monitor panel for you. Down looking below, you will see this is going to be your radio control. Like I said, you've got interior speakers. This will also work for outside. You have Bluetooth, USB, aux cord. Basically, if you can make music, you can attach it to this and get the sounds going. Now, to my left, your right, you're going to see this is our Murphy bed. It is a queen size setup. You've got that automotive glass window giving you up front tons of exterior views. It makes the whole camper feel beautiful and bigger. Window is here right next to your side. You can open it bus style. This is fantastic if you've got the front door open and close the screen door. You can get a nice cross breeze going on through the camper. It does have a vent up on the ceiling, as well as both sides of the beds. You can see here are going to have little cubbies. You've got USB as well as 110 controls. That's on both sides. Perfect size for a CPAP machine, or if you want to just hide your phones away. Another nice thing to note, on KZ's Murphy bed, one common complaint you might get on a Murphy bed is that the bed itself is split. That's not the case on the Connect. You can actually swap this out with a different mattress if you have one you prefer, or easily throw a memory foam topper. The whole bedding, everything stays on it, and I'm going to come over onto this side. You've got a little security latch here that keeps it in, but as soon as you pull it back, you lift this up. These are actually spring-loaded, and you just lock it in right there. All of a sudden your bed's gone and you're into entertainment mode. As you see, really simple to lift the couch up, and now look how open this space is. Alright, so in addition to your main sofa, you do have your giant lounger U-shaped dinette. So whether you're wanting to sit in here, have some food, eat, sit at the table, or you want to take the table off and kick up as a lounger, you're going to be facing directly to the TV in the entertainment zone, as well as your kitchen. So whether you're in the dining or entertaining mode, you're good to go. Now, speaking of the kitchen, you have 2 pantries. So this is fantastic because it's flexible space. Look how deep this pantry is. Whether you're trying to store food, clothing for your kids right next to the bunks, or if that's not enough for you, we'll come right back next to that dinette. You have 2 massive spaces. This is extra pantry or extra closet. You choose depending on your personal preferences. You're giving a ton of flexibility in this model. Another fantastic thing, check out the kitchen. So we're going to have a 12-volt fridge, stainless steel. Look how deep that is. Now, for those of you who have RV'd for a long time, you're probably used to a gas or electric option on your fridge. This is straight 12 volt coming from the battery. You do have solar prep if you want to trickle charge to kind of offset that, but this is a super efficient fridge, and honestly, if you're plugged into your truck, if you're plugged in at the campsite, it's going to stay on. That's fantastic because you can completely load this fridge up, hit the road, and know that everything in here is going to be cold the whole time you're going. Another fun feature, if you look up to the roof, you will see that we have a Coleman Mach 10 Whisper Quiet 15,000 BTU air conditioner. Now, what does that mean in English? It means it's as cold as you're going to get in a small camper, but it's also quiet. I'll turn it on right now. That's as loud as it gets. So, turning it off, you can see my voice didn't have to raise. You can hear me perfectly with it on full blast. Now, of course, in your kitchen you have every common amenity, from the 3 top burners to your oven. That's by the propane system, as well as a standard microwave. But one really great feature, you see all of your counter space, you get the extra window, but really cool, deep farmhouse style sink. So folks, when you're trying to do your dishes, it's really important to be able to get in and do things in here. Now I might use paper plates and you may as well, but if you're audacious and you want to go ahead and use cleaning up your coffee cups, things like that, this is a ton of space. In addition, the counter space is not sacrificed by the sink. You can see it's the same material as the counter to cover it. One other huge benefit for those of you who have ever camped and wondered where you can put a trash can, boom, right there, an actual drawer cabinet big enough for anything you want, including a trash can. Now, over here on the bunks, one thing to note, I don't know if you've seen it already, but look at that, ladies and gentlemen, you can hold 500 pounds per bunk. So whether it's children, full-grown adults, I'm 5'10", you can see I fit in here no problem. Alright, it's a little over 6 feet in total length. It does have that diagonal cut at the front, but you fit in here easily, even as an adult. Like I said, it holds 500 pounds, so you can get actually probably 4 kids in here, 4 adults if they're really friendly. One other thing to note while we're over at the bunks, on both sides you do have USB ports. So if your kiddos want to plug in their phones, a Nintendo Switch, that kind of stuff, there is a charging station, and they each have their own individual pop button lights. Now, checking out the bathroom, fantastic things to see. First of all, like I said, I'm 5'10". It's 6 foot just to the ceiling, even when you're standing in the shower. You also have your dome light, which means that for those of you who are super tall, you're probably going to be able to still fit in. You just might have to bring the shower head up to you. Really convenient shower curtains, easy to close. This is a banana-shaped vanity, which gives you a little bit more counter space, as well as still having a little storage under the sink and a full medicine cabinet. These are fantastic features that you're going to find in that KZ Connect 231 bunkhouse. Now, outside of that, really the main thing that's going to come down to is when do you want to start camping? Now, this is a 2021 model, and I don't know if you're aware of this yet, but at McLean's we have all 2021s on discount, full on clearance. Mr. McLean wants them gone. This was originally listed by MSRP from KZ themselves at $43,110. We will sell this to someone at $30,505. That is our absolute best price. We can work on with you with whether you're doing cash or financing and other add-ons, appliances that you may need. But this one's ready to go. The battery's on. We've already inspected it. So I don't know what you're waiting for, but I think you need to call McLean's and ask for me. My name's Bear, and once again, this is the 2021 KZ Connect 231 bunkhouse, and we'll see you soon.